Hello folks, I'm Dean with Dean's Woodworking. Welcome to the shop. Y'all come on in and make yourself at home. Tonight we're going to do a shop update and just talk about a few of the things that we've done over the last couple of weeks. We didn't do a shop update last week. I had taken a week's vacation, and of course the week before getting ready, the week of vacation, and then the week back trying to catch up. You folks know what that's all about, so I don't need to go into details on that. But needless to say, after taking 9 days off and I had all this stuff planned to do, and of course I probably planned about 3 months worth of work to do in those 9 days. Didn't get everything I'd wanted to do done, but it was a nice vacation. I was able to catch up on a lot of things around the house here, and we took a couple of little short trips. Now that we're back in the swing of things, hopefully we can get everything going and moving and get back on some kind of regular schedule. We uploaded 3 videos, I think, since the last shop update. We uploaded a honey dipper, a fairly simple project. It's one of those that you look at and it seems simple, but it is a true skill builder. And it's real easy to use that project to get better with a given tool, or to get better at doing things that maybe you don't do every day. A lot of folks commented and said that they had, after watching the video, that they did a honey dipper and it had either been a long time since they'd done one, or a few folks stated that it was the first time they had ever turned a honey dipper. If you've never turned one, you owe it to yourself to get out there and turn one. I think you'll enjoy it. Then we had another project, and this one kind of turned into 3 videos. The first video, we did the handle. Then the second video, we made the tool. Now this is a tool that is made from a double-ended ball mill. And again, it wasn't my idea. It was an idea that some of the folks on the Worldwide Wood Turners had talked about. Some of them had made one, and I thought, well, you know, I've got to make one of those as well. And if you haven't, you might ought to try one. I also did a video on turning a bowl with that. And while I'm on the subject of the Worldwide Wood Turners, if you folks have never tuned in, and you're a wood turner, I think you owe it to yourself to tune in at least once. Just go to the website, worldwidewoodturners.org, all one word. Just a little bit down the page, you'll see Go to Meeting. The meetings are on Wednesday night. They start at about 6 o'clock Central Time here in the U.S. Around 7 we have a demo, and around 9 we wrap it up. So you can come as early as you want, stay as late as you want, come in late, leave early. It's up to you. But do stop by and visit with us, okay? So once I had the videos of the tool done, I thought it only appropriate to do a video using the tool. So we turned this bowl. It's an end grain bowl. It just happened to be a log that was sitting out in front of my shop that had been there for some time. I wasn't even sure if it would have, you know, be full of cracks or what. Fortunately, you can see just a little bit of checking right around the edge, but I think that kind of adds to it in this case. We had a lot of great feedback on the bowl, and usually folks get on and they make a comment. Great video, or I really enjoyed that. This video, really you could tell people were somewhat passionate about what was going on. Either they really enjoyed it, or they really wanted to get out and make one, or they were just absolutely fascinated by the way this tool cuts. It's kind of odd. The further you turn it toward you, or counterclockwise, the less aggressive it is. The more you turn it clockwise or away from you, the more aggressive it is. And I was able to really kind of play with that and tune in on that just a little bit. It's a very versatile tool. So some of the comments that I got, let me just grab my pad here. So I want to make sure and give some of these folks credit, because there were some great ideas. So going back to a video before these recent ones, I had one person ask me, says, can you turn twig pots with carbide tools? Well, absolutely you can. In fact, most things you can turn with traditional tools or carbide tools. I'm not a big user of carbide. I do use them from time to time, but that doesn't mean they don't work, and they don't work fine. So a lot of people use them, and if that's what you use, don't let anybody make you feel like that you can't do what you want to do just because you're using carbide. That'd be like telling somebody they couldn't do something because they're using traditional tools. Number one, it's not right. And number two, you do what makes you happy, okay? So one person asked, what kind of chuck was I using when we were turning the tool to hold that 5/8 metal rod? That was just a regular Nova Infinity. Any of your Nova chucks are gonna work. The one-way lathe has a number 2 Morse taper. As I ran that 5/8 rod through the headstock, I was pretty amazed that there was very little play in that headstock for that 5/8 rod. So once I got it in the chuck and tightened down, it was steady. So that worked just fine. And again, I didn't use jaws to hold it. I just used the center section of the chuck the way it clamps down. Randy Smith had a great tip, and I should have thought about it, but I didn't, and that was to start out the drilling with either a center bit or a spotting bit. And that way you get a nice, straight, good center, and that kind of guides the rest of the bits going forward. I just used a regular drill bit to start the drilling. Another question was, what size tap and die did I use? Okay, let's talk about that for just a minute. Okay, so for up here to hold the ball mill in place, that is a 1/4-20 tap that I did put in there and a 1/4-20 set screw. Okay, for on the handle here, I used a 1024 insert, just a brass insert, and then I've got a stainless steel set screw going in that, a 1024 stainless steel set screw. So hopefully that answers that question for those folks who were needing that information. Another thing that seemed to be a big interest to folks interested in the tool was how long would it stay sharp, or how would you sharpen? Well, looking at it, I don't really see any reason why you couldn't sharpen it with a diamond hone of some sort. I don't think that'd be real difficult at all. But bear in mind, you use one side of this to cut, and when you roll it over, you've got the other side to cut. When those two get dull, you simply remove the set screw, flip it over, and you've got 2 more sharp sides. Those bits are $6.98, I think, less than $7 to my door through Amazon. I'm not sure how long the tips will last, but with 4 cutting edges like that and $7, that's fairly economical, and hopefully they last a good long time. I think some folks have said that have used them have said they last a good long time. I don't know. The jury's still out for me, but as soon as I know, I'll certainly bring you folks up to date, okay? Let me talk about one more thing. I had a couple of folks that replied that the sound quality was really bad on the bowl turning video where I hollowed it out with this tool. And then others said it was fine. I would encourage you folks, if you have any issues with the quality of the videos, please let me know. I won't put it up if I see it, but a lot of times things may happen during the upload, or maybe it's the internet was slow for those folks. I have no idea. But I want to make sure that I stay on the top of the quality for these things. If there's anything I can do, I certainly will do it. So what's coming up in the next couple of weeks? Well, we have a few projects that we want to get done. Number one, I'm kind of excited about a project that I've been working on, and it's basically a Bell speaker. You drop your iPhone or your smartphone into it, and it really increases the sound and directs the sounds. You folks will be seeing that come out before too long. We're going to turn a spurtle and get that up for you guys to take a look at, and we're also going to do some wands. Again, the spurtle and the wands, just kind of skill builders and things that I think will be beneficial to folks just getting started turning. And don't forget, for us folks that have been turning a while, it's always great to go back and do some of the basic and really hone our skills. Thank you for watching the videos. I really appreciate it. If you like what I'm doing, make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button. That really helps the channel, and I really appreciate all of the great comments. And if you've got tips for me or somebody else, please put them in the comments. We can all stand to get better, and the only way we get better is sharing our information. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy turning.